Hey y'all, what's happening? Let's get it cracking on Sagway Media. Hey y'all, what's happening? Let's get it cracking. Sagway Media. Sagway Media. Sagway Media.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's the Buddha here at the Sagway Media Studio. We in here again today, live, with my man, Coach Cliff, Coach Seth, South Sac Raiders. About to get at y'all about this youth program they got going, how strong it is, how long it's been lasting, you know what I'm saying? Coach Cliff, man, let them know about them South Sac Raiders, man.
The Raiders is where we all came from, even though some of us started with the Vikings. But the Raiders, when they came, a lot of us went over there, like all the hoods in Sacramento. So, that's why we grew up still cool with all these people that is different from the generation that's going on now. But the Raiders is just a good organization. I started over there, but I left, went back to Vikings, then came back to the Raiders. The Raiders is, like I said, it's a good organization. Good people over there. I met a lot of good people. Like Bernice was there when it started. She's still there right now.
Oh, yeah. Who was Bernice?
She's the president right now. When everybody cut out, she stayed.
Right.
And we started coaching with the Vikings. Me and Seth played for the Raiders together, and then we came over there and got the championships together.
Oh, yeah? That's what's up. And how about you, Coach Seth?
Yeah, just to piggyback off him, I played 92. Started out junior Pee Wees, won a couple championships.
Oh, you was playing for him?
Oh, yeah, we played for him.
92?
92.
Damn.
92. Long time ago. But
you,
those
man.
was the years, though.
That's when they was really raw back then. They wasn't playing with nobody.
No, all levels.
What was the
levels.
coaches? They was
Stevenson and them.
They was brothers or
Stevenson
something like
and
that.
Sons.
Yeah,
Stevenson.
we have
Stevenson, wasn't it?
Stevenson's. We had Coach Cornell.
There you go.
What was his brother's name?
It was Coach Pete.
Yeah,
it was
Pete.
Coach.
That's deep. See, that's way
who
back.
else we have?
That was the year. That was the year we was on the Sacramento Beat.
Gold wires.
Gold wires.
I got you right there. That's where I was trying to get to.
Carr and Craig.
Yeah, see, I remember them names right there way back when South Sac Raiders at first was kicking.
So I was with them with the
Coach
Vikings.
Kevin.
The Gold Wires?
I was with the Gold Wires and Kevin and Curtis. We went to Vegas when I played.
And what year did you play?
I played from '86 to '94, I think.
Damn. That's what's up right there. That's what I'm
Willie
talking about.
Parker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Shout out to Willie.
Way back. Nobody never really messed with the Raiders. The Raiders was balling, especially with the Gold Wires and all in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That was the days right there.
But that year, the '92 year, he talking about that's when we was in the Sacramento Bee.
Right.
They picked our team out of everybody.
Yeah.
Because y'all was balling.
Yeah.
You're going to go with the best. You're going to always pick the best. You know what I'm saying?
They followed me for a whole year.
That's what's up. That's what's up right there. Following you around.
To the baseball, the basketball, coming to everything I coached, they was right there.
Right.
He had a little crazy story at the young.
Yeah, so over the years, after you guys stopped playing and then start coaching, you know what I'm saying? When you guys coached, didn't you guys stop coaching for a while?
I was the first one to start coaching at everybody.
What year did you start coaching with them?
I was 19.
Or just coaching?
Just coaching, period.
Yeah.
I coached the Vikings when I was 19.
19.
Because Coach G, rest in peace right now, he was a diehard Viking. He was so tired of me being in the streets, he came and found me like, man, come and coach. I've coached ever since then.
Damn, that's what's up, man. I like that. Coaching them kids. What inspired you to – so when you stopped coaching, Coach Cliff, when you decided to come back, what it really inspired you to come back? What was going on? Like, was the program kind of, leaning a little bit or –
Come back to football or the Raiders?
To the Raiders.
Me and him coached the Bulldogs last year, and then the Raiders, they needed a boost. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
Me and him, Kurt Frog, Lloyd, there's a few of us. We got on the phone like, man, let's go back. You know what I'm saying? Because they only had 3 teams. You know what I mean? Everybody forgot about the Raiders. So we went on a major promotion run, and we filled all 5 teams up this year.
Right.
They went from 3 teams, 13, 14 players, to every team having over 30. Our team alone had 60. We had to cut
That's
12
real.
youth.
60 kids.
And that's not normal for a youth football team. You be averaging, your average might be 21 players, on the whole squad,
Right.
And you got that many players. So the program, you saying the South Sac Raiders program was falling a little bit, and that's what made you want to decide to go back and bring them back, try to help bring them
Not even
back.
bring them back. We was going to do that anyway. No matter what. If they wouldn't have came back, we still would have went. But at the same time, that's where we belong.
Right.
I mean, you feel like some organizations you don't feel like you're at home.
Right.
And this makes you uncomfortable. The Raiders, you feel like you're the president, vice president, and the head coach.
Family
Right.
atmosphere.
Yeah.
So,
You know what I mean?
And they listen. I mean, I love it over there. I'm not gonna front.
Yeah. So when you came back, did you have to go out and try to, recruit kids, or like what did you do? Did you guys put flyers up? You know what I'm saying? And just post flyers everywhere. Try to get them kids to come back to that program.
Yeah, we didn't do nothing but promote. Got on Facebook, you know what I mean, and reached out and started telling everybody. Reached out to old people who was with the Raiders, you know what I mean, cheer coordinators, all that, and we just got everybody back together, and everybody started reaching out. You know what I mean, with kids, family.
Right.
It's all about who you know sometimes. You know what I mean. So people started coming together. They, like he said, they had people last year, but the outpour we got this year from the camps and all that, it was just big, So
Then, like I said, I called Dana. I mean, I think I did call. I called Chris Berg. I called all Raiders. We having a meeting at Mount Mike's Pizza.
Well, hell, I don't remember getting no call from nobody.
I seen Frank in the grocery store.
In the grocery store.
I think I did tell Dana too. Yeah, we called like he said, we called all the old school people.
Right.
Because this wasn't a good look. You know what I'm saying? Like, dang, the Raiders 3 teams. Supposed to have 5 or 6.
3 teams.
With only 13 players.
13 players total.
On the 3 teams.
On 3 teams, they probably had like 15 kids on each team, but only 3 teams.
But
so 3 levels.
Right.
When you have 6U, 8U, 12U, 13 and 4, you know what I mean? All those, you short. The Raiders ain't never been short of kids.
Yeah,
never.
I mean, I remember back in the day when I was coaching. You know what I'm saying, out there. I remember you guys was on the Mighty Mites way back then. You know what I'm saying? We was out there. We had so many kids. Mm-hmm. It was like, we gonna cut this one, or we gonna cut this one. We don't want to cut nobody, but we got too many kids out here.
We had got an argument about that.
Yeah, I went to the Cougars too, right?
Me?
Yeah.
Nah, my brother and I, when we left the Raiders, we went to the Vikings.
I thought I went to the Cougars junior midgets.
No, we went to the Raiders. I mean, to the Vikings, and coached their midget team for about 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Then after that, my brother, he went to the Cougars.
Yeah, junior midgets, right?
Yeah.
That's
he
when
went
that's when he beat our team. That's why I thought it was you. I'm thinking it was you for a minute.
Nah, it was my brother.
He keep a mental. He keep a note who beat him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But that's it. Like I said, it's football. It draws a lot of haters and backstabbers and toothpaste. But like I said, everybody has switched teams before. But if you're here for the kids or you're here for the people,
right?
We're here for the kids,
right?
You know what I'm saying? I mean, you got to be for the youth, man. And parents know who is and who ain't.
Right.
They know I'm genuine with these kids, just like him. Like I said, he didn't have no kids out there, but guess what? He made it to every practice, every game.
Exactly.
I mean, that's coaching. Some people come out there just to come.
Yeah, we gotta give back to the youth. You know what I mean? These young men is out here. They going reckless and wild. So, sports is always that meteor, that bring kids together. You know what I mean? From the north to south to east. You know what I mean? It don't matter where you're from. Just playing football. That's what it's about. You know what I mean? So, but there's a lot of organizations now, which is cool. You know what I mean? And that's big. That's what Sacramento has. It's just so many organizations. It's so many kids.
Right.
It's talent out of this world. It's just about keeping them focused, keeping them on the right, on the straight path, having them do the right thing, grades. You know what I mean? It's just, we just trying to, install a lot of stuff in these kids, you know what I mean? Because they got a lot of attitudes, you know what I mean? Some got some dads that's missing, you know what I mean? Just
all they got is a mom.
Yeah, so
uncles,
coaching goes
cousins.
a long way, you know what I mean? And it ain't just coaching football. It's about talking to the kids, getting to know them, you know what I mean, on a personal level. So
We the first coaches that certified mental health. The Raiders.
Oh yeah.
We all had to go take mental health classes.
That's a big help right
it's
there.
big.
You got to make sure these coaches are straight and level headed. You know, you don't want to.
Then it's like you really. I mean, it'll touch your heart. Like saying we like their second fathers. Because like he said, some kids don't got not even parent backup. Some parents drop them off and bounce. You see that, but like I said, we had the most players on our team. It was a headache. I ain't gonna lie, a headache.
Yeah.
It make you want to scratch your head and be like, I can't do this. But we ain't quitters. We didn't give up on the kids.
Right. Drop them off, and then look for the coaches to take them home.
Right. I'm taking it. And the ones that you do that with, the ones that give you a hard time.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah. They want something to eat when they leave too. Hey, coach, what's up? You ain't gonna buy me nothing to eat.
Talk to you crazy though. You know what I mean? They be like, hey, woo, argue back with you, and they be like, hey, coach, can I get $2? You got this? You know what I mean?
I'm picking up 5 of them. About 9 of them spend out at me and my wife's house. This shit was crazy. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, we got to go back to the Raiders. And I ain't gonna lie, I love it.
Definitely.
I love it.
You can't walk. It's hard to walk away. It's hard to walk away from coaching them youth kids, instilling in them what you learned over the years and giving it back and trying to keep them on that right path, you know, not to take the wrong road, you know.
Right. You know, the good thing about it, I met so many good people that, you know, that I never knew. It's mixed races over there. You got white boys, you got Mexicans, you got Chinese. Everybody came to Raiders, all races.
Right.
It wasn't just no straight black organization. Like, you know, back in the days we had Mexicans and black, a couple whites, but this year, it was all around.
Right.
Like I tell people, as I grew up, the Vikings, the Raiders, and all these sports, playing baseball stuff, I'm still cool with the same people. You know what I'm saying? That's a good thing.
Right.
Like the generation now, they could have played football back in the days with them, but now you shooting at each other and fighting each other. But like right now from Oak Park, he's from Meadowview. Look, we got our own all in together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Coming strong and pushing with these kids. Man. That's what it's about.
Push.
Coming together, forgetting all the past and everything. Let's do this for these kids so they don't take the wrong path that we took. Right. You know what I'm saying?
We go sit in their classes and everything. You know what I'm saying? They get in trouble. We strict on that.
Yeah,
they call us, I need you, okay, go sit in the classes, go to the schools, do all that.
Sitting in the classes with the kids?
All that.
I'm so glad they didn't do that when I was a kid.
You'd be surprised. Like, I went in one kid's class, he at the corner, he started crying with tears when he seen me because sometimes they think that people don't care about them.
Yeah.
You got coaches that do.
Yeah.
They go out your way for you guys.
I wouldn't have made it to no games if they came sat in my class.
Either.
But I probably been in the corner.
But with us, you still coming to the games, you still coming to practice, you know, do your homework on the side. You're gonna still do your schoolwork. You know what I mean? School is most important. So that's the key. You know what I mean? That's what we preach. You know what I mean? Schoolwork, ethics, you know what I mean? You know, support.
Yeah,
but like to piggyback what you said in the beginning, we went back, we just had to go back. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the people came back, it was like just good from the gate.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we did major promoting though. Got on that phone, put on Facebook, and you know, like I said, it draws attention from other people. People tripping over the kids, come over there, being over here, I was over there this year, that year. But man, we all did that.
Yeah, it's all about the kids, the support. You know what I mean?
So when you went back, Coach Cliff, you what team did you take? Decide to coach. You coached 12U?
Yeah.
Oh, that's tough right there. You know, them kids get kind of mouthy, right? You know, at that age, they think they know everything.
Tough. That was. I think I said I will never coach 12 or 14 again.
Every practice, right?
They want to talk, huh? And some of them just as tall as you, so they standing there like,
that's the thing.
Whatever, coach, I ain't running. You know, stuff like that.
Not listening. You know,
but soon their parents come, coach, what I do? What you want to run a lap? They do that.
Oh yeah.
That's why we put out there parents' participation. At least if you're not gonna come, at least have your sister, cousin, somebody out there.
Right.
Somebody. I mean, if your mom and dad can make it, have one person there that's on your family.
Yeah.
So when you took that 12U team, you were the head coach, right?
Yeah, we all was.
Basically, huh?
Yeah.
I hold the title, but
that's
we all
his
running
line.
this.
Nah, he was like, we all head coaches.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
I don't do the bigger you, bigger me. I'm not stepping on toes. We don't do that. We all the head coach.
Back in the day, if you ain't the head coach, you better stand on that sideline and not say anything.
Right.
You know, I got this.
Right.
You be in his ear like, hey man, do this, do that. Man, back up. I got this. Who the head coach?
Yeah.
Now that you saying everybody's a head coach. That's like saying I want everybody's opinion. We all doing this.
And I said that from the gate. And he'll tell you.
Right.
I didn't take that role. Even when the referee said, whoever's right there, that's who talk to the ref. Go ahead.
There you go. I like that.
That's because when you big headed, got that title, sometimes you overdo it. I'm the head coach. No, we ain't doing that.
Right. Then you be out there arguing with each other.
Yeah, exactly. We all the head coaches because everybody got an opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Parents in the
Everybody-
stands looking like, is they arguing? You know, and it's like, oh man, you know what I'm saying?
You gonna get the arguments though, because
Yeah.
we brothers. We
Yeah.
argue all the
Like,
It's
time.
intense. You know, you're trying to win, and it's like, man,
Dana probably like how Kevin and Tim used to be. That's what I mean. We like brothers. We been there forever. When Tim
we
used to tell
argue.
Kev, I'm gonna just stand right here, man. You stop him. You just score. You know what I mean? They used to argue, but it was a joke argument.
Yeah.
But they was serious though. Kevin
Yeah.
and Tim, like,
Yeah.
the funniest arguments I've seen in my life.
That's,
Yeah,
Kevin
you
and
remember
Tim.
that?
Yeah.
That'd be funny watching them. But you know, like we got this is another thing that with youth football need to work on. Like you got some coaches that just come to the games. You know what I'm saying? They might have a good reason, but you need coaches that's gonna come to practice
Definitely.
because you need help. Like our team, we really be stressed out. I just have to take time on them on the sideline sometimes because that's why you say you need all coaches, head coaches. Because we all got to push for these kids.
Right. So was there like a specific position that you actually coached?
Me, I've been on offense.
You ran that offense.
Yeah.
I've
been doing offense
Now we
forever.
talking right there. You know, that was my thing right there.
Yeah.
You run that offense because, you know what I'm saying, offense put the points up.
Yeah.
Defense shut it down. So
That'd be the argument. Like, you just score. You just stop it. You know what I mean?
coaches standing over here.
Man.
The defense coach is over here. The offense coach over there.
two ends. We
we
stayed on the other side.
Yeah,
right?
be like, stay over there, man. Don't even come down here, man.
Until it was time to walk up, like, hey,
Right.
man, what's going on with your offense? What's going on with your defense? You know what I mean?
Right. So what kind of offense did you run? What was your special offense?
I went back old school.
You went old
I
school.
did double tight. I did everything, a 4 wide, double tight. Went back to the cross buck. He had to remind me about the cross bucks.
The cross buck.
Yeah, he had to remind me. He put me up on that one. He just said double reverses. I did everything. No trips.
Right.
I went old school. Like I said, we had a good record, 6-2. First year
6-2
back.
in the first year
And went to the
back.
championship.
To the championship, right.
We bowed.
So, Seth, what about you? What position did you really focus on out there?
I was just everything.
Everything.
You know what I mean? I'm helping out. You know what I mean?
Right.
Defensive coordinator.
There you go.
Offensive line. You know what I mean? Just like you said, we didn't have no head coach. It was just what I value your opinion. I value his opinion. You know, it was like a brotherhood. So it wasn't really. You know, no big, like he said, no bigger you, no bigger me. We just out there coaching. Whatever's best for the team.
Right.
That's what we had to was trying to tell the kids. Like, look, we got to put our egos aside. You know what I mean? So y'all got to learn to do the same thing. You know what I mean? Sometimes we don't agree, but you know what I mean. But at the same time, it's the betterment of the team. So we had to move people around, positions, this and that. That's just what we had to do. We had a lot of players that just was like, man, pouting and just. You know, every kid want to play running back and all the nice shiny positions. You know what I mean? But hey, it just
your skill set might not be for that spot.
Right,
you know,
right,
we thinking of something else for you. You know, that'll better benefit you.
Hey, but they end up buying into it though.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Definitely,
it happens.
definitely.
You know what I mean? And you know, like I said, we had our ups and downs. The kids. So one day it'll be maybe 2 days they have a good practice, and one day they just come pouting and doing all the extra, the body language is mad, or something might have went on at school that we didn't know about. We was trying to talk to them, and just these kids shut down. But we got to get at them and let them know, like, hey, we're here. You know what I mean? We're here to listen. You know what I mean? Because we all don't, as grown men, we don't have good days. You know what I mean? So I was letting them know, like, hey, it happens. It's natural.
Then the parents,
Definitely.
And the parents, they'll tell us stuff late. Like, if you got issues with your kids, you got to let us know. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I say, sometimes parents don't come to practice. And the first thing they say is, why my son ain't playing? Come to practice. We were strict on that. We had a cut. We had 56 kids. We told every parent to come to practice and see for yourself. Your parents argue us down. Like, I said, it don't work. That we used to have to play the rookies against the veterans. Period, point blank. You guys can't tell us how to coach.
Right.
I mean, you cannot tell us how to coach. You guys, it's a safety hazard. The best player sometimes be the one that never put equipment on. So when you put that equipment on, like, my out of favor running back and a receiver, they both end up starting on nothing. When equipment came.
I used to tell them, man, wait till we get the pads and stuff. You know what I mean?
It's gonna get tough.
It do get tough.
It's gonna get tough when you put the pads on.
Hey, they look nice without that equipment on. They out there catching. They do everything look nice. But when you get that pads and now it's your speed slows down. You can't adjust to the ball right. You know what I mean? It's just
you catch them hiding in the back of that line.
Oh man! That's the favorite. You go in front. You go in front.
But,
you know what I mean?
But the focus has been like parents, you got to come see your kids, man. You can't think your son's disposition if you're not coming to practice to watch.
Definitely.
Then you got the parents that understand and don't say nothing like, I already know.
Right.
Yeah, we parents argue us down, want to square up with us and wait for us after the practice or their kids getting cut and stuff. Come watch.
And that's not what it's for. We out here trying to help these kids.
We went through all that with the Raiders. I'm telling you, we was packed.
But we don't want to cut kids. It's just that's what happens when we got the outpour. What we had, man, we cut. We had like you said, we had probably about 56, 60 kids.
72 signed up for the 12U.
We had 72 kids signed up for the 12U South Sac Raiders football. That tells you something right there.
12U, 72.
72 kids want to come play for the Raiders, come play for y'all.
On 12U.
You know what I'm saying? They know, Coach Cliff, Coach Seth, they at the South Sac Raiders now. Mm-hmm. We going over there. We want to follow our coaches. You know why? Because they love y'all.
Yeah. Then the word out. They over there. That's why it comes with some people get to saying negative stuff, but man, you got to be one out the other. If you focus on football and the coaches, you can't worry about what somebody say.
Yeah, they believe in y'all. They follow y'all like that. They believe in y'all. Man. Y'all got something good going. Keep that going.
We like I said, it was tough. We get the attitude, but they believe in us because we ask them all the time. Do we believe? Do y'all believe in us? Because we believe in them. Yeah. So that was our thing. Like, hey, do y'all believe in us? They like, yeah, we believe in y'all. Right. You know what I mean? Definitely. So it was the all around team stuff.
Yeah, and I changed this game up. One day I came to practice and said, because the parents were saying stuff, I said, well, whoever thinks they deserve more time, stand up and tell us why. Ask him. I tell everybody, if you think you deserve more time, stand up and tell us why. Parents, come over here and listen to this.
How many kids stood up?
A few.
A few?
And some kids that was rightfully deserving for standing up. That we couldn't shy away from saying like, oh yeah, you don't deserve it. No, you deserve the time. It's just sometimes some of these kids are small, and then when you have to put them in positions, because like I said, we kept 34 kids.
Right.
I only wanted to keep 27. You know what I mean?
25.
It was just But like I said, all the kids that we did keep, you know what I mean, they deserved to make the team. You know what I mean? And a lot of them started climbing up the charts, started doing the, you know what I mean? But we give kids a fair chance.
The more kids you got, the tougher it get. Yeah. Let me ask you, because I know back when I was coaching, there was a par.
Yeah,
remember the par?
It went back to old school.
So is there any par anymore?
It went back to old school par. 4 play Johnnies.
Oh, 4? You only get 4?
No, that's only if you have the amount of kids we had. If you have 30-something kids, then you get 4 plays. But still, trying to get them 4 plays.
Right.
So you got to understand, we was coaching 10U last year, me and him together. So everybody playing at the right age. So everybody went from 10U to 12U. Big boy, we was the littlest team in the league. And everybody, we was the underdogs. Not my Raiders, man, they ain't gonna do nothing. Everybody was talking about we went to the championship.
11-year-olds. A lot of 11-year-olds.
Yeah, we went to the championship.
Yeah,
man.
with that par is tough. I remember because the game could be on the line. It's 13-13 with 30 seconds left in the game. You on the 10-yard line. You need to push and score. But if you don't have your par, you got to put them par kids in, or you're going to lose the game automatically. So if you guys don't know, par is where it's a mandatory that each kid has to have a certain amount of plays to play in youth football. If you don't give those kids their amount of plays, you automatically forfeit. You can go through the whole game, and you can really beat somebody really bad, but on paper, you forfeited because you didn't complete your par players. They didn't get enough plays. They would use assistant from this team, assistant from this team, and they flip sides. So it won't be no discrimination. You understand what I'm saying? And they're the ones, right, marking down the paper. They got their paper. They're marking the plays, They still
do it that way.
Still doing it that way.
Still do it that way.
They do too.
Huh?
Guess what they still do, though?
What?
He did do right here, but started the whole game. He only got in one play. They still do that, too.
Yeah, they forget.
Oh, yeah.
So you got to deal with that. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's just because you can't, you can't see the number. They're like, I didn't see the number. I didn't see this. I didn't see that. So it's just, like I said, that par is.
So back then, par was 11, 12 plays. 11, yeah. Now it's 4?
It's 4. Back like when it first started, 86, 87 was 4 plays. That's it.
Woo.
But even like, I gotta give it to Bernice, so her and Lloyd, because like I said, they
Bernice, the president, right?
Yeah,
she's
Lloyd
the president.
Yeah, they did a great job this year because they didn't expect what they was going with the numbers they got. So she's still pushing right now. She probably don't get no sleep.
Right.
She making sure we right.
At 6-2, Was you expecting to go 6-2 or different or better? You guys, in your first year back with the Raiders, trying to rebuild that organization back up. I'm gonna tell you
the truth. We wasn't tripping off the wins and loses. We were
Right.
trying to get the kids right first,
Get
and
them
develop
right.
them better. Because if you teach kids everything about winning, you're gonna fail them. Because when they do lose, they're gonna cry, break their helmets, and I don't want to play no more.
Right,
But
right.
for one loss, it's like when a person win 30 fights and you lose that one, you quit. I ain't fighting no more. I'm done. Or, damn, you're not gonna have success forever.
Right.
We never cared about that. You know what I'm saying? Me and Seth, because we teach the kids, like you said, the grades, the motivation. Just give us 150%. You can't win them
There you
all.
go.
But if we're how the kids madder than we are, I said we're not even mad. We lost. What you guys mad for?
Man, because all we ask is you go out there and compete. It ain't losing is part of the game.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yes, it
Just-
is.
It happens. You know what I mean? Like, that's what we tell the kids. Like, yeah, you got to understand, losing is part of the game. But when you cry and that shows the emotion that you really taking it serious and that you really care. You got some passion for the game. Some kids is still like, nonchalant, like, all right, I'm ready to go out and we're going skating. What we doing? You know what I mean? So,
What's in the snack bag, huh?
man, let me get what you got, some chips, you got that Gatorade, so
Right.
it's but like I said, them kids end up coming around though.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because we still, like I said, a lot of kids still be dancing on the sideline when they hear that music and all this stuff, looking at his fans, waving and, hi, Mom. And, like we let them know, you got to be in tune with the game. You know what I mean?
That's when you know the kids are serious, though, when they take football serious. I mean, practice. I told you guys, after we tell our whole team, like, practice like every day's a game. Until y'all keep playing around at practice, we know y'all not taking it serious.
Yep,
Period. I mean, when you go to high school, you're going to be holding a helmet on the sideline.
definitely. I used to tell them all the time, you're going to be having a clean uniform on in a rainy game.
Man.
That means you didn't play.
That means you didn't play. You just over there wet.
You know?
Then the big-headed ones that just think they know it all, got it all. So just one thing happened to them, they the first ones crying. You know what I'm saying? The first ones want to talk back and blame it on the team. You can't do that. It's everybody. It ain't just one person. It's the whole team.
Right. With that record, 6-2, that got you to the playoffs, right?
That's the championship.
To the
We went
championship.
to the championship.
So how many playoff games?
2.
You won 2 playoff games?
Both of them.
Who'd you beat?
Who that team beat?
Powell.
Better than us.
And then we beat Grant.
No, oh, yeah, Rams. That was a good game. That Ram game,
The Rams?
we won that in the last 30 seconds.
Oh, in 30 seconds.
Great game.
Great.
Great game.
And they was huge. But it was a good game, though.
But like you said, we had the smallest team. We had, a lot of these kids is already 12, turning 13. We probably had maybe 2 of those, 3 of those
Right.
type of players. We had 11-year-olds that are just now turning 12.
Yep.
So we told them, don't worry about that. And they went out there and competed and did what they did every game.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we had some tough kids. We got some tough,
I can
solid
imagine-
kids.
Yeah, I can imagine how happy they was going 6-2, first year with their coaches, and then run through 2 playoff games, and now we in the state
I'm
championship.
telling you, we was the underdog. The first playoff game, he got kicked out of the game because referees, we still the underdogs, still get cheated on. They were tripping. I mean, not calling nothing. They was killing.
That state championship, y'all met up with Grant, right?
It was in the first game, though. They were trying to make us lose that one.
Hmm.
The second one, they was throwing our kids around. They were way bigger than us. But like I said, they fought. The second half, we was down. I mean, that was the best game we ever seen them play the whole year. They said, we lose, it's over with. Turn your equipment in today.
Right.
Man, we didn't really have to do no talking. They
No.
talked. We said a couple things at halftime. Then they came back and they said they started talking. And the team just went on one. I was like, okay.
I ain't never saw like, damn. Even my son, he was hurt. But I respect the coach because they said take his uniform off. He's done for the day. The head coach of the Grant, like, hell no, this nephew. Put him on the shoulder, ran him across the way. And that's him. Second half, he just 2 fumble strips. He wanted to win a touchdown. The last
So we talking this year, the
this
state
year right now.
championship.
No, the game before the championship.
Game before the championship, you played Grant.
Rams.
Rams.
Yeah.
They was just as good as the Grant Junior Pacers.
Nah, I don't think nobody's good as them.
Nobody was good as
Richmond just beat them, but Richmond
Richmond got him.
got them.
Well, you better watch Richmond because oh boy.
Yeah,
Yeah, but like I said though,
When you get on that field, you can't no excuse.
them Grant, they've been playing together since they were 6 years old.
Wow.
We had a a new constructive team. You know what I mean? Just built. These kids didn't know each other. Some of them went to school with each other. Some, you know what I mean? Like, but them kids over at Grant, they've been playing together from 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way. You know what I mean? So what we did was a success.
Yeah, they was gelling.
You know,
they gelled already.
They gelling. You know what I mean? They know who gonna do what. They been solidified. They like, okay, he this, he that. You know what I mean? The same team, just keep going up. We ain't never had that. We just came back to the Raiders, first year back to the state championship.
I ain't gonna lie.
That's a big accomplishment.
When our players got hurt, he broke his arm in the second quarter. The game was 13-0. That game was so good. He won like our best tacklers too.
Yeah.
I mean, the game was so good.
They was nervous for them in the beginning. I know that, but like I said, you know, our kids fought. You know what I mean? They do what they always do. You know, they hang in there and they fight.
Right. Well, you didn't win that state championship this year, right?
We won in our eyes, you know.
But you won in your eyes first year. How, in your coaching experience of all the years you coaching, how many championships have you won?
Got about 6, 7.
6 or 7?
I won every division but junior midgets.
Oh my God. Is that between the Raiders and the Vikings? Yeah. 6, 7 championships?
Sure.
That's deep. That's coaching.
And I got coach of the year with the 49ers. We went to the championship, but we lost.
That right there is coaching.
That's not
6, 7 championships.
That's not even counting the championships we went to. We went to a lot.
Right.
Me and him went to a few together.
Went to championships, but won 6 or 7. So
6, 7.
how many would you say y'all got total?
Together?
Yes.
I probably got like 3 or 4 with him.
Woo.
You know, 3, and then I got one with the Cougars.
Right.
So, you know what I mean. I had went over there with the Cougars when my friend from the neighborhood. We started. You know, he started the Cougars, so I went on over there, and we played them in our first year. They smacked us,
went deep on you.
But you know,
another one of them Grant type teams.
It happens, you know, it happens.
Yeah.
But we was freshly built, you know what I mean. Them kids, they wasn't ready for none of that. But like I said, the second year we played them again. It was a different, tighter game. They still beat us, but it was a tighter, closer game. I think we might have won the first game, and then they beat us in the playoffs. To tell you the truth, but you know that was our friend Curdy team. You know what I mean, so. We always been having duels, you know what I mean?
Right.
So we dedicated the season to Curdy, man. You know what I mean? I was my best friend in the world.
Yeah,
yes,
he was supposed to be with us at the Raiders. We all talked about this, you know, we all came up with a plan, like, you know, even with the nonprofit, it's just something that we wanted to do all together, you know what I mean? And so we stayed with it, and and we're gonna keep the stick. You know, keep it going. Right. You know what I mean? Right. So,
you know, we're finna translate it to. We had a Raiders AAU basketball team. Now we're finna do the baseball this year too.
Right. You play baseball too? Y'all go way back, huh?
Yeah. I played baseball for like 7 years.
Little League,
All-Star, everything.
Well, nobody messing with Lemon Hill Little League back in the day.
Little Rancho was.
Huh?
Little
Rancho.
I played for Airport.
Airport.
I played for
Airport.
And I coached Oak Park. I coached Oak Park Airport and Parkway.
Right. That's deep, man. You guys is football, baseball, basketball. That's what I'm talking about. You guys are giving back to the youth and trying to cover make sure the kids, because some kids ain't interested in football. Some not interested in baseball, and vice versa, So I like that. You guys just going after them in every sport,
But some of these kids become interested once they figure out they got some friends over there, you know what I mean? And they don't even understand that they got they just never tried it. So a lot of these kids be like, nah, I'm a hooper. Yeah. And then they get out there and start catching and using that ability that they play basketball with and be like, and Boston people, they be like, hold on, I don't finna play football. This is, you know what I mean? So that's the stuff that we get to see in making sure all these kids know. You don't, you young right now, you might just like this, but try different sports because guess what?
Right.
It's going to help you out at the end.
I had that this year of baseball, Oak Park.
Right.
We had our whole team was a football team.
Right. So now that you're saying football still, so now that the football season is over, what is the plans for South Sac Raiders? Like, do you guys do youth camps before the actual season start back up again?
We started training Monday at the facility, at the Van Dyke's facility.
Uh-oh.
Ant Van Dyke.
Yes,
we had
sir.
about 10 kids up there yesterday. Monday, we took all the kids up there. Tuesday and Thursdays. We ain't quitting. We ain't giving up. We want to keep tabs on our kids.
It's going down now.
We got to keep tabs on kids. For any sport you play, you're going to do is conditioning.
Right.
Get that footwork together.
Right.
What the kids hate the most is the conditioning. But guess what? We tell them all the time, you got to look at, go show me any pro athlete that don't condition. He ain't no pro athlete.
Everybody's training hard.
But you know, the focus is like the level we had in 14, because if like I was, and I was so raw for the Vikings and all that, but I didn't have the grades from high school. I was feeling to play, but after 14, if they ain't got the grades from high school, what's next? So that's the ones this year we're going to focus on hard, the 13, 14-year-olds, because if they ain't got the grades from high school, after Pop Warner's over. Youth's over. So
it's over.
Now you got to play high school, and they're going to check your report card. Yeah. So if you can't play, they're going to gang bang, pimp, slide cards, or be a gang. Or just do all the wrong stuff, because they've been playing sports for all these years, and now you go to where account you can't play. Exactly. And that happens to 70% of people. Right. 70.
So with the youth program, the South Sac Raiders, when do you guys actually start back training camp or camp, to get ready for the next season? Start giving sign-ups and putting those flyers out.
We're doing the sign-ups. We got a skating party coming up December 6th. Then we got a bowling. Then we got our banquet. Then we go next January. We start sign-ups.
So they can actually sign up at the banquet, at the
anything we do.
At the bowling alley. It's all for the youth. You guys got that. You know what I'm saying? So
anything we do,
it's called early birds.
Early bird sign-ups.
Come get that sign-up.
Yeah, get that early bird sign-up. You save a little money, parents.
There you go.
You got the tutors. You got the Curry Prep program. Raiders got everything.
Right.
Everything.
Right.
We pulling up, picking kids up. We doing stuff kids that can't pay. Don't worry about it. We ain't gonna leave nobody out.
Right. We're gonna work that out.
We're gonna work it out. We just need the parents to support and to do their job, to help out. You know what I mean? Because the coaches, like I said, we volunteer and we don't get paid, but we out there to give back, because that's what we want to do. You know what I mean?
You guys got like a website that these kids can sign up on?
Yeah, they do. Bernice got all that.
Okay.
They just got to do a new one now, because the season just ended Saturday.
Right.
In Vegas.
Okay. Yeah. So these kids, if you guys looking for a home, South Sac Raiders is the place to be. You got Coach Seth, you got Coach Cliff. They winning 7, 8 championships, 4 or 5 championships. These coaches is for real. You guys need to come out, check them out. And parents, if you guys looking for somebody or somewhere, a home for your kids, South Sac Raiders is a good organization to go to. They're winning, they're teaching, they're tutoring, everything possible to help these kids reach their goals, preparing for high school to the next level. Right. You understand what I'm saying?
Youth mental health certified.
Youth mental health certified.
Sitting in classes, we do all that. We do everything.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We do everything that you need.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna thank you guys for being here today. We're gonna wrap this up real quick, you know what I'm saying? But there will be a sequel to this, because these coaches is good. I want to keep in touch with them so I can see what they're doing. I want them to win another championship. So I'm expecting them to come back in here and let me know about that championship game.
Right.
Remember, this is the Buddha, y'all, at the Sackway Media Studio. We live today. We're going to get up out of here. We're going to holler at y'all. Peace.
Hey y'all, what's happening? Let's get it cracking on Saturday.